summer tend to be one of the more active weather seasons where you can spot thunderstorms and you can even see the potential for tornadoes. Now the question is, if you see a scene like this, what can you expect ahead in your forecast? We're going to take you through types of typically severe clouds that you could potentially see in your skies. This was a shot out in Bracebridge. This is not current conditions, but it's what you can expect a scene like if you do have any thunderstorm activity in your region. Now, here to help us narrow down the definition of a wall cloud, a shelf cloud, and even a funnel cloud is meteorologist Laura Power. Now, Laura, those shots, they look quite stunning. However, they bring some pretty severe weather at times.
Yeah, shelf clouds usually develop on the gust front or the initial winds pushing out of a storm. So yeah, they usually are associated with some pretty strong winds and eventually some pretty severe weather as well. Here's a look at a picture I took in my old area of a shelf cloud. Now, they're often mistaken or confused with wall clouds, which are a lowering of the clouds beneath the updraft of a storm. Now, if this begins to rotate, a tornado can form, but often they are just kind of scooting across the ground. But we have many types of clouds, Victoria, another one being funnel clouds.
Funnel clouds obviously tend to be the more severe one because funnel clouds could potentially turn into a tornado. We actually have seen funnel clouds recently this year. This shot wasn't from this year, but you can really see the funnel in the distance. Laura, if you see something like this, you can certainly expect active weather in your forecast, which is what we saw in Edmonton just yesterday. Now, the risks do continue across the west, and we can't rule out the capability of seeing more scenes just like this, right, Laura?
Yeah, absolutely, Victoria. We have a risk of funnel clouds once again on Saturday. We did get many warnings on the eve of Friday, June 13th, in fact. We did have some tornado warnings across Alberta and Saskatchewan, but we do have that same risk on Saturday, severe possible for portions of Saskatchewan, and yes, a renewed funnel cloud risk. And with funnel clouds, as you mentioned, we could get the chance at tornadoes, which are violently rotating vortexes from coming out of the cloud.
Now, Laura, how hard is it to actually forecast a tornado? We've seen tornadoes obviously across the U.S. this season specifically. This was just in May in New Mexico. Check out this shot, Laura. Give me your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, this is a beautiful type of tornado. Dangerous, of course. Always use caution when, trying to get some awesome video. Leave it to the professionals, if you will, but it is quite difficult to forecast exactly where a tornado will land. It's often an area of instability or those criteria that we look for when it comes to summer severe weather. More likely in the States than it is in Canada, but we've already seen multiple tornadoes across the country this year. We did, as I mentioned, get some tornado warnings yesterday in portions of Alberta, Saskatchewan. If I play through the warnings, those purples there, that is where we had the tornado warnings on Friday, June 13th. And here's a look back at some of the radar. Now, they all kind of look similar, all these cells, but some were given a tornado warning and some were not. It all depends on the criteria and how the storms are rotating. But here's what we're looking at coming up today.
Now, Laura, it's a good reminder if you do have a tornado watch in your region, that means you need to start being prepared because at any given time, that could be turned into a tornado warning. When you do have a tornado warning in your region, that's when you need to bunker down and make sure you are indoors.